Good morning, fourth graders. Today we are going to work on a new vocabulary strategy titled idioms. Idioms are like figures of speech in which what we are saying is not meant to be taken literally. So today we're going to look at several examples of idioms, and I have a few of them done for you, and we'll talk about what they say and what they mean and what the idioms are. And then at the bottom, for part B, we're going to have you do these on your own. So I believe you should have a copy of this digitally in Google Classroom, and it should look exactly like mine. So we're going to talk about 4 different idioms that we have up here, and you will notice that I have certain things circled and I have certain things underlined. So we're going to talk about all those things right now. At the very top, you will see 4 idioms. Butterflies in my stomach, right off the bat, between a rock and a hard place, and get off on the wrong foot. So we're going to use those 4, and as we go through, we'll talk about what each idiom means. The first example, number 1, says, every time I got on the school bus, I felt sick, and I got butterflies in my stomach. I had recently moved to a new school, and no one on the bus talked to me. I was certain I would never make any new friends. So our idiom here is underlined, and it's got butterflies in my stomach. Now, that does not mean you literally have insects in your stomach, but it simply means that your stomach is turning. Maybe you feel sick, and we could probably attribute that to moving to a new school. Perhaps you have been the new student somewhere before, and you understand what it feels like to be nervous and anxious. Our second example, right off the bat, the very first week of school, I was in deep trouble. Our idiom here is underlined right off the bat, and I circled some of these context clues that can help us understand what right off the bat means. The very first week of school, I was in trouble. Right off the bat, I should probably underline that or circle that too, but when something happens right off the bat, it means it's happening right now. Number 3. I felt like I was stuck between a rock and a hard place. I wanted desperately to tell the truth, but that would mean getting Corey into trouble. So our idiom for number 3 is, I was stuck between a rock and a hard place. And what that's indicating is that you have a very difficult choice to make. In this case, this person wanted to tell the truth, but if they told the truth, they would get their friend in trouble. So you can see why we say it's between a rock and a hard place. It's a difficult decision or choice you must make. Our 4th example, I didn't want to get off on the wrong foot or make a bad impression. Get off on the wrong foot is our idiom here, and I circled to make a bad impression because what we're saying here is if you're meeting someone for the first time and you do something foolish, you don't want to make a bad impression stating or indicating getting off on the wrong foot. So in all these examples, we're looking at idioms, which are figures of speech, and they're not meant to be taken literally, like I said earlier, but we have to interpret what these idioms mean. At the bottom, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to underline each idiom, and then write a definition in your own words of what that idiom means. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll help you in any way I can. But our focus for this week is on idioms.